Hello, my name is Beck and welcome to the Behind the Booktuber tag. I actually took this tag from a blog, so it was initially created for a blogging person, so all the questions were related to how long have you been blogging for and that kind of thing. So I've just changed the questions and adapted it to Booktube instead, and I will link the blog post that I saw it on and then the original creator of this tag in my description, so you can go and check out their blog posts if you want to. The first question is, why did you start Booktube and why have you kept doing it? And the reason why I started is because obviously I like books and I like talking about books. Unlike a lot of people, I do have a few people in my family and a few close friends who read in my real life, so I didn't have to go online just to find people who read the same books that I did, which is a very lucky thing that I've got in my life. But I've seen so many other people create booktube channels. A few of them are Australians and I'll link them in the description so you can go and check them out as well, because I love supporting a fellow Aussie on Booktube. The book community in Melbourne particularly, which is where I'm from in Australia, we cross paths a lot with each other, and I just wanted to make a platform that I could convey all of my thoughts about all of the things that I wanted to talk about after seeing some friends be really successful at YouTube. So I kind of had this idea when I was in uni, so that was in like 2014, 2015, and I thought about it for a long time, and then because Dave's background is in film, he had all of the film gear and all of the microphones and stuff, so I was lucky that a lot of the equipment was there for me already to start it off. And I've kept doing it because I just really like being creative. I really actually enjoy editing. I know a lot of people don't, but I find it really satisfying. I really like doing it, and it's just been a creative outlet when I've gone through a few stressful things in my life, so that's why I've kept doing it. It's kind of kept me motivated, it's kept me to a routine, and I really like posting up to twice a week, so it's definitely motivated me a lot. The next question is, what is your favorite video to film? And those would definitely be reading vlogs, because I can kind of edit in little chunks as I go, and there's not a lot of pressure on me to sit down and film for like an hour on a weekend, because I need to catch up on filming so I can edit during the week. TBR videos are also fairly good to edit and film as well. They don't usually take me too long. Book hauls as well, because I feel like book hauls and TBR videos are fairly similar anyway, and they don't require a lot of notes and a lot of thought behind them really. They're just very like, okay, slapdash, sit down, talk about books that you're either going to read or that you've got recently. As for the hardest videos, I'm just going to put them in for contrast. So reading guides are definitely the hardest. I've done 2 on my channel and I plan on doing more, but they just really take a long time. Scripting takes a really long time, and then finding enough time to sit down and film, because they can take like more than an hour and a half. 2 hours was my Brandon Sanderson one, and Robin Hobb was fairly similar, and Dave also spent like a month on all of the animations for Robin Hobb as well, so a lot of time goes into those videos, as well as book reviews and book talks, because I have to write down all my notes kind of like in an essay and then translate it into dot points so that I can talk about it on the go to a camera. So those are a little bit difficult, but I like having them on my channel even though they don't garner the same reviews as book hauls do. I like looking back on my thoughts, especially if it's a spoiler vlog or a spoiler book talk. So I like filming those harder to film videos, but at the same time, if there's something easy to film like a book tag, I'll probably do that instead to kind of like buffer my timing a little bit on posting. The next question is, what are 3 of the favorite videos that you have made? So my 3 favorites, I've got a few favorites, but Robin Hobb reading guide would definitely be one of them, just because it was such a cool collaboration with Dave and he did so much work on it and I'm so proud of it. So definitely the Robin Hobb reading guide. I'd say the Brandon Sanderson reading guide, but since filming it, I've got a lot more comfortable in front of a camera, so I want to redo it eventually. So that's one of my favorites, but it's an old favorite and I can see the changes I'd like to make to it in the future. And then I really like my Aurora Rising book talk, which has like a recap and spoilers in it. And then I like my reading vlog for Leigh Bardugo, because I read Ninth House by her and I kind of accidentally predicted something that would happen at the end, and I liked having my blow by blow thoughts and experiences reading that book, so I can go back and be like, that's the thing I saw coming? What? That's so crazy. So those are a few of the videos that are my favorites on my channel. The next question is, what are some of your favorite things to do to relax? I would say editing, actually. I really like editing to relax. It's quite cathartic for me because you can literally see the progress of a video as you're going. But if it's something to do with not filming videos, editing, or reading, I do like drawing, and I haven't done drawing for a long time. I was either going to pursue drawing or books and literature and writing for my studies. So drawing is something that I really enjoy, so maybe I should get myself to a life drawing class again in the future, because they're really enjoyable and I need to keep that talent alive and I need to do some more drawing. The next question is, what is 3 of your favorite things? And again, outside Booktube and reading, it's hard to decide. I literally like the things that I buy from Black Milk Clothing. Probably see a lot of their stuff in my videos either as I'm wearing them or as they come in the mail. So they're definitely an addiction of mine outside of buying books. And I just like getting coffee, really. Getting coffee at a cafe. I don't think I have 3 things. I mean, books is obviously a major thing. So if I can count that, I'll count books as well. The next question is, what are your proudest booktube moments? Starting my channel, because when I started it, Dave helped me set it up. Obviously, he had all the gear. And so when I started, we set it all up. I was sitting by myself and then I started to talk and I just called Dave back into the room and I was like, I can't talk to nobody. I can't talk to this camera. I don't want to do this anymore. And then he really pushed me to start my channel. That's definitely one of my proudest moments, sticking to making content and sticking to making videos. And another one of my proudest moments when I first started my channel, like I had maybe 100 subscribers or less. We made my Sanderson reading guide and Brandon Sanderson actually shared that on Twitter himself. So that helped boost my channel a lot. And then another more recent thing is that Dave on his channel, I'll link it down below if you like visual effects and stuff, he made a lot of assets for Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight universe, and Daniel Green, who is an amazing booktuber, you should definitely check him out. He contacted Dave for some content for one of his videos and Dave was like, oh, by the way, like my girlfriend does booktube as well and she has a fantasy channel, and Daniel Green actually shouted me out. He didn't have to, and I really appreciate that little bit of a boost because I gained like more than 100 subscribers in a day and a half. So definitely that was one of my proudest moments, even though it wasn't really made by me at all. It was just like a lucky thing that happened. And then going from positives into negatives of a sort. The next question is, what are 3 of your pet peeves? And I don't really have any bookish pet peeves. Cover changes doesn't really bother me. Dog-earing your books, writing in them, like cracked spines, like that doesn't really bother me too much. But my pet peeves are mainly related to driving. So I hate it when people don't use their indicator. I hate it when people cut me off in traffic. I hate it when people tailgate me. My car is really tiny and so I can be easily bullied on the road. So I guess all of my pet peeves are car related, but also if people just like interrupt me mid-conversation or ignore me or, you know, all the standard stuff that people get frustrated by. And then the last question is, what is something that your followers don't know about you? I mean, I don't play it anymore, but I guess when I was 14 years old, I played the alto saxophone. So I guess that's something that you guys don't know about me, probably because it's not relevant anymore, but there you go. That was the last question on this tag. Thank you so much for watching this tag. If you want to do it, you're tagged. Let me know in the comments if you do it and I'll go and watch your video. I'd love to see more people participate, but thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the comments and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.